guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy way to make automatic feeders inside of your coop or run area. If you'd like to see how we made these, stay tuned. Alright you guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you step by step the quick and easy way on how we made these automatic feeders. So if you want to know, here you go. Okay, so today we are going to be making the feeders. I'm going to cut that in half. 2 of them will be for food. I'll cut the other one in half. One will be for grit, and when they're older, the other one will be for oyster shell. We bought this Y piece and then a bottom part, so this will go on the bottom of the pipe, and that's how they will get their food. And then I bought a just regular one just to go on the top to cover it. Same thing for the smaller piping. This one we got this type of a bottom. We couldn't find that on the bigger size. So this will be for the grit and the oyster shell, and then that'll be the top. I first started by marking the halfway mark so he can saw it in half, so it would be exactly in half. So here he is using just a regular handsaw, cutting the first 1.5 inch pipe, and now he will move on to the 4-inch pipe and cut that one in half, so we will have 4 total pieces to move forward. I'm now painting 2 pieces of wood. We are going to attach those 4 pipes to these 2 pieces as the structure. So I'm just painting it to match the entire run so it all matches first. Once they are dry, we're just going to lay down the 2 4-inch first, making sure that there is a gap in between. You do not want them too close together because we are still attaching the other piece. So we did put in little spacers so we know that there will be enough room to attach the other once these are in. He is then using screws and his drill and just drilling through the actual piece of wood up through into the pipe so it is all secure and attached. Now adding the 1.5 inch pipe on both sides, still staying mindful for the gap in between so there's no problems moving forward. He also attached these by the same screws up through the board and into the pipe. Continuing the same steps on the other side, he's going to secure it the same way through each pipe. He is then adding the attachments by using plumber's pipe glue. We did let it set for 12 hours. It's best to secure it for 24 to be sure, but we did let it sit for 12 hours first before we did add a little bit to the pipes. And now he just used wood screws and he screwed through the wood pieces that are on here directly to the post that we have inside of the run. So it is being adhered directly to the post so it is safe and secure. And now I'm just going to go through with the grit, the oyster shell, and their food to fill up the compartments. So the end of day 1, I need to buy 2 more end pieces and I can finish the food. Literally 2 minutes later. Good thing we hung the water and the food. Okay, so we put the other attachment here. So now both feeders are full. So there's 2 grit and 2 food. Again, once they get bigger, I will switch one out to oyster shell. And then we did put the galvanized steel behind to keep the rain from coming in and getting them wet. And now those are done. Simple, easy, automatic filling. I won't have to worry about it for quite some time because both tubes are pretty much almost full. And I have some happy little girls. All right, you guys, so that is the quick and easy way how we made these feeders. The only thing that I would do differently, being honest, is I would have done the grit and oyster shell pipes a little bit bigger if I would have known that the adult size is a whole lot bigger than the small little grit that they get when they're babies. I did not know that they were going to be that big, or else I would have taken that into consideration. So my only suggestion is like to go up one size maybe on the grit and oyster shell, unless you're okay with it. It works. I just have to go in and just pull some out with my finger from time to time. Again, it works. It's just, it would be a lot easier and it would work better if it could flow in a bigger thing. It doesn't need to be this big by any means, but definitely bigger than the size that we did use. This pipe is 1.5 inch. This is a 4 inch. How we cut it, this one kind of expanded a little bit more, so this cover could fit on this one perfectly, but it was still a little too big, and we found this one cheaper, so we just put the smaller one for that one. But then there's the 2 end caps over there. Once I can tell that it's getting a little low, then I just come in here and just fill them back up. I have grit, food, and oyster shell. So that is how I created them. Again, the only thing I would do differently is one size up on that one pipe for the 2 ends, and it's perfect. I know I don't have to worry about anything. I know my girls are okay. They are constantly having food. There's been no issues. It constantly feeds on its own, and they can get their food whenever they want, and I know it's always there. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. Go ahead and comment down below. How did you like this idea? Have you tried it? Do you want to now? Would you have done anything differently? Let me know down below in the comment section. Your positive interaction means the world, and I greatly do appreciate it, as I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. So until next time, we'll see you on the next one. Bye! Crafty crew, out.